Yo, what is up guys? Savage Boy 23 back with another video. Today I'm going to give you guys my NBA recap and my NBA day-to-day predictions. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you guys' favorite team is and tell me what team do you think will bring the NBA championship home. And I'm going to give you guys my recap and day-to-day predictions in the NBA. So yeah, before we get into it, can you guys like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me what your guys' favorite team is, NBA or NFL. And please guys, like, more likes and more people watch my videos, please and thank you. And then we also have some breaking news. I forgot to mention that. So yeah, let's get into it. First I'm going to give you guys my recap, and then I'm going to give you the breaking news at the end. So no LaMelo Ball Hornets versus no Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland Cavs. Now, I did not get a chance to watch this game. I gladly am happy I didn't watch this. I said I'm not tuning into these games early in the day. And was I right? I did not tune into any of these games. I didn't tune into the Cavs game. Didn't tune into the Celtics game. Now, I don't know anything that went on in this game. I don't know what happened. But all I will say, though, is this game was boring. I am glad I missed it. So, yeah. Other than that, this game was boring. The Cavs needed to bounce back because of what happened the day before this game. They got blown out by the Heat. Wow. Just wow. But other than that, this game was boring. Let's move on to this game here. We're going to move this on really quick. What? Now, I know people might ask. I thought you said you didn't tune into it. I tuned into the game for like a little bit. I would say like 15 minutes, I would say, give or take. The Celtics were dominating, right? They were up 30 points, 38 points, around there, 38 points or 30-point game, whatever the case may be. And you let the game slip. You let the game slip. Now, I want to point this out to everybody that's an NBA fan. I don't care if you're a Celtics fan or not, but I want to point this out to you guys in the NBA world. Do you really think that the Celtics can actually, go to the NBA Finals? Please tell me you guys are joking to everybody out there. You blew a 38-point lead to the Atlanta Hawks with no Ice Trae and only Dejounte Murray. Now, I did not tune into this game at all. Only 15 minutes I did, only in the first half. And I was looking at it and I was like, yep, it's over. GG's. Might as well just get the dub out of the way. Get this game out of the way, it's done. And then all of a sudden, the Atlanta Hawks with Dejounte Murray and all the Hawks players in the Hawks came back and stormed back, and they beat the Jason Tatum Boston Celtics. Now, am I going to sit here and be mad? No. Am I going to sit here and say this was going to bound to happen? I did not know that either. I want to say congratulations to the Atlanta Hawks for keeping together and getting this amazing win. Might as well. I lost. I'm not going to be mad and say, oh my God, I didn't see this happen. No, they did an amazing job. Congratulations to the Hawks players. And I just want to point this out to people. These two will play again here in a few more hours, a few more days, whatever the case may be. Who was the main player in this game that bring the Hawks back? Would not say Dejounte Murray. I'll say that. It was maybe him, but it was probably somebody else. But it was another player, I guarantee it. Who was the player that fluked in this game? That was the Celtics. You can give him the worst player in the fourth quarter. Never seen him go down this bad. I don't care what anybody says. Jason Tatum. Jrue Holiday didn't play, right? If I'm correct. All the Celtics players were banged up left and right. Right? If I'm correct. I didn't get a chance to watch this game. I only watched it for 15 minutes and then I just watched another game. But how do you lose a 38-point lead? Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it 30 or 38? I don't know, because last time I checked it was 38 and then somebody's telling me that it's 30. I don't know, whatever the case may be. But this game was bound to be for the Celtics. And the Celtics just dropped the game down. I don't know how this happened. I'm glad I didn't watch the whole game. The Celtics, they did the unthinkable of dropping a lead. Now, am I going to sit here and say that are they a contender in the playoffs? I don't want to sit here and say no, but to sit here and lie and say they are, you guys are joking to yourself. The Celtics lost to a team that's in 10th in the Eastern Conference. 10th in the Eastern Conference. They were down 38 points, and somehow in some way, they won by 2 points. The score was, just in case anybody didn't want to watch it and didn't want to tune into it, I'll tell you the final score. 118 to 120. Now, you're going to sit here and tell me that this was just made up for the Hawks? They did a comeback win? No ice tray. I want to point that out to everybody. No ice tray. DeJounte Murray was playing, but I don't know if he was the main guy in this game. Wow. These two will play again here in a few days this week. I do think that the Celtics will get their bounce back in a big way, but we won't be surprised at what's going to happen for them. We'll all be surprised what's going to happen in that game. It was just a disappointing game. It was an embarrassing loss for me and the Celtics. We're just going to pretend that the Celtics had a 38-point lead and they kept it and they won. Let's just all say that, all right? But newsflash, we can't say that because they lost by 2. It is amazing in the NBA. Again, I want to point this out to everybody. I don't care what anybody says. It is a mixed bag of candy of what you get in the NBA. Some teams get hot in the first half and they cool down in the second half. Some teams lead by 38 and some teams win by 2. It's always a mixed bag of candies. You never know what kind of candies you're going to get. Sometimes you get sour. Sometimes you get the best. Sometimes you get the sloppy candies. You never know what kind of candies you'll get. All right? And I just want to point this out to everybody. This was a fun game. I don't care what anybody says. This was a boring game. This shouldn't have happened. This and that. But to be honest, those are Celtics fans that are pissed. Celtics fans, blame Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, all the Celtics players. Because they let this game down on themselves. Okay? Don't blame anybody else. Don't blame DeJounte Murray and the Hawks coming back. If anything, give them applause because what they did. They did amazing in this game. I did not expect them coming back from a 38-point lead. I did not expect that. No way in heck I expected the Atlanta Hawks, DeJounte Murray, coming back from a 38-point lead and winning the game by 2. The whole thing, I thought it was going to go to overtime. I did not tune into the game, by the way, in the fourth quarter. I did not tune into it. I looked at it on my phone. I looked at the box score, and I did not expect the Celtics to lose that kind of lead. Now, I want to ask you guys this in the comments before we move on. Are the Boston Celtics chokers, or are the Boston Celtics a legit team? Ask me that in the comments, and I will respond to all you guys and tell me what you guys say. Because this was a disappointment game for everybody, even for me. But other than that, this game was great. Loved it. These two will have a rematch here in a few days. We're going to see what's going to happen. I think it's in Atlanta or Boston. Got to look into that. But other than that, this game here was good. You guys tell me in the comments. Alright, let's move on to this game here. Detroit Pistons versus New York Knicks. I want to give a congratulations to one player and one player only. This player has been playing amazing. I don't know if anybody's been paying attention. His name is Donte DiVincenzo. Shout out to you if I'm saying your name wrong. Apologies. Donte DiVincenzo. 40 points, 5 rebounds. And he did amazing in this game. Don't know where all of the assists are. Let me see if I can find it. Alright, I can't find it. But 40 points and 5 rebounds. Did amazing in this game. He showed up and showed out against the Detroit Pistons. It's like he played this game. He's like the dude that played against his former team. He went out here, showed up, and showed out. Now, this was an amazing game. Don't even know when I gave another player that's not the star player on that team, a shout out. But congratulations, Dante DiVincenzo. He played amazing. Now, people might ask, did you tune into this game? Nope. Didn't watch the game. Didn't watch the recap. So I had to give him a shout out because people who pass 30 points, I will give them a shout out. If people pass, a lot of people ask me all the time, like, why do you do that? I do it because people who have 20 points, I don't care about it. Because anybody given night can give out 20 points. People who give out 30 points, okay, give or take, that's good for you. But people who go under 40, no shout outs. People who go over 40, I will give them a huge shout out. Because that's what I do and that's what my channel is about. And I give every basketball player their name out and see what they do and see if they will give it out the next game or not. But other than that, Dante DiVincenzo was the main player yesterday in the NBA, not just for the Knicks, for the NBA game. I was looking around the NBA yesterday, and I don't think any other player gave out more than Dante DiVincenzo, so he was the main player in the NBA. And he was not the player like everybody thought he was. He's a good player, but I meant, like, you remember how, like, Giannis gave out points like that, and Karl Anthony Towns gave out 62 points, if I'm correct. And then, yeah, there's players like that did that back-to-back games, or just in general, one game to another. But yesterday, I think we only had one game. I looked around the whole NBA. No other NBA player had more than Dante DiVincenzo, 40 points. So give it to him. He's a good player, good role model. Like what he's doing in New York. Keep it up, Dante DiVincenzo. But other than that, man, this game here was boring. I did not get a chance to watch the game, like I just said. Didn't watch the recap of this game. I did watch the points for these players, but other than that, they came out here and they started shooting left and right. Most importantly, Dante DiVincenzo was doing amazing in this game. So, 40 points and 5 rebounds. Amazing player. Good role model for the NBA New York Knicks. But other than that, man, this game here was boring. Didn't watch the game again, but watch recap, so I don't know anything happened in this game. So, yeah. Alright, let's talk about this game here. I told you guys, I don't watch these games early in the day or in the afternoon because they're not fun, they're not entertaining, unless it's another good game. Mikal Bridges, Brooklyn Nets versus Immanuel Quickley and RJ Barrett, Toronto Raptors. I didn't watch this game either. Didn't watch the recap of this game. Don't know what happened in this game. So this game here was boring also. But, hey, the Knicks won. Should I be happy? I don't care. I don't care. Should I care? No, I don't want to care. Because these two teams are basically boring. But yeah, we'll see what's going to happen. But we're going to move on. Kyle Kuzma Wizards versus DeMar DeRozan Bulls. I didn't watch this game. Didn't watch the recap of this game. Chicago Bulls. Are we going back to our old self? Are we going back to our old self? You lose to a Wizards team with Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma. I didn't watch this game. Didn't watch the recap of this game. I thought you guys had it in the bag. I tuned into the NBA app for the score. Don't watch the game. I looked at the score, and I was like, how are the Bulls struggling against the Wizards? Nobody should be struggling against the Wizards. The Wizards are a team that's worse than Detroit. You see the Detroit Pistons play and the Wizards play, something's bound to happen. The Detroit Pistons are going to win that game. I have faith in the Detroit Pistons. If you guys see two teams in the NBA battling it out for the win, it's going to be Detroit. If there was an NBA Finals for two terrible teams in the NBA, if it was Detroit and Wizards, the Wizards are going to be in that battle with Detroit. And Detroit will take the win. I don't care what anybody says. But to sit here and say the Bulls lost by 2, gosh, I'm so disappointed. I really thought I chose the Wizards, man. I wish I chose the Wizards just for the upset for the Bulls to win by 2. But nope, can't. The Bulls can't do anything right. The Bulls can't do anything right. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to cheer the Bulls up? The Bulls went out here and lost to a team that's not even going to make it to the play-in or the playoffs. Bulls at least are going to make it to the play-in, but they're going to get knocked out by another team. Maybe another team out there. We got to see what's going to happen. If they keep falling out and the team that's in front of them will pass them up, we got to wait and see what's going to happen. But I don't have faith in that team that's behind the Chicago Bulls. So, yeah. I mean, I do have faith for them, but some games I don't, some games I do, but we'll see what's going to happen. But other than that, this game here was boring. Didn't watch the game, didn't watch the recap. So, yeah. Let's move on to this game here. All right, here we go. We're getting some better games. I did watch this game. I did tune into the game. The Rockets were down at one point, huge. And then they came back. They stormed back and they said, we're going to win this game because we needed it more than you. And that's what they certainly did. Who was the main player in this game? I don't know if it was Jalen Green or Josh Green, whatever his name is. But yeah, I watched the game for a little bit, probably until like the third quarter, and then I just stopped watching it because there was no interest. The Rockets, as soon as the Rockets take the lead, it's over. They're like, you know what, we're just gonna hog the lead. No one's gonna take it from us. So yeah, and plus they're creeping right behind the Warriors. I will be talking about that here in a little bit. But yeah, man, this game here was boring. I thought the Portland Trail Blazers were going to keep up the scoreboard, and then all of a sudden, they took it away. And I just want to point this out. The Rockets are on a 9-game winning streak, if I'm correct, right? And let's go back up to this game here. I forgot to mention this earlier. The Celtics, right? The Celtics with Jason Tatum, Dinkus Pinkus, and Jaylen Brown. They were on a 9-game winning streak also, right? They snapped it. They snapped the winning streak. They had a 9-game winning streak, if I'm correct. And they snapped it. The Hawks went into their home court and said, we're going to snap this win one way or another. And they snapped the 9-game winning streak. So congratulations to the Atlanta Hawks. I forgot to mention that earlier today. But yeah, I can't believe the Celtics had a 9-game winning streak and the Rockets have a 9-game winning streak. I think they're going to move it to 10, to be honest. We'll see what's going to happen, though. But other than that, man, this game here was pretty good. I did tune into it until the third quarter, and then after that, I was like, nah, I'm not watching it. Yeah. Let's move on. Kevin Durant, Phoenix Suns versus Victor and the Spurs. I did not get a chance to watch this game. I want to say this to every Phoenix Suns fans out there. We don't know when's the last time you're going to see the next win. We don't know when you're going to see the next win. Because you needed this win. You wanted this win. You forfeited this loss. Or you forfeited this win. You let the Spurs win by a 3-pointer? Who is it? What's this guy's name is? I don't know how to say this man's name. I don't want to say it wrong. So we're just going to leave it out there. But the Phoenix Suns needed this win. Now, they might not get another win until when? Until they play another team. Because I heard that the Phoenix Suns have a hard schedule coming up. And I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. They are not going to get another win until they play another team. That's terrible. We're going to have to wait and see. Other than that, man, the Phoenix Suns sell another game. A crucial game that they wanted. Not wanted, they needed this win. Because we don't know when's the next time they're going to steal a win. Hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. There's some games they might take against another good team. Or maybe they won't. They'll start tanking down. But to be honest, I do want the Phoenix Suns to start tanking down. Because Devin Booker doesn't deserve, MVP talks. Or just best player in general. Because he is nowhere near those talks. He's not that kind of player. He's not that kind of role model, But other than that, man, this game was great. I wish I tuned into it. Didn't watch the game. Didn't watch the recap. But I'm just happy the Spurs beat the Phoenix Suns. And I'm happy I lost this game, to be honest. Not a lot of people are happy of losing games. I'm really happy that I lost this game. So let's just say that now. But other than that, man, let's move on to this game here. I did not watch this game, didn't watch the recap, so we're just going to skip on to this game. I just want to say one thing. This game here was boring. Didn't watch the game, didn't watch the recap, so I don't know what happened. Maybe Jamal Murray played, maybe Nikola Jokic played, or maybe not. But other than that, this game here was not fun, so yeah. Let's talk about this game here. I tuned into this game. I watched it until probably the second, because the Dallas Mavericks were down at the whole point. They were down. They were struggling. And then they somehow, some way pulled it up. To be honest, I did not expect the Jazz to come out here and win. Like, they didn't win, but I did not see them coming out here and win, because I remember these two did play a few days ago. The Jazz, I mean, to be honest, the Jazz have nowhere to go. They're just going to be sitting in that same number as they always are every single year. And the Mavs, man, to be honest, they keep on proving every single day, every single night. I like what Luka's doing. I like what Kyrie's doing. They're doing amazing. I like what it's just fun out there in Dallas. Whatever they're doing, whatever they're cooking up for Dallas, we're gonna see. But hopefully they do keep it up, because playoffs is coming around the corner. And when it comes around the corner, we're gonna see what's gonna happen to these two one team. So yeah. Other than that, this game here was pretty good for the Mavs side. But let's move on to this side here. Now, I did tune into this game. I went for the Sacramento Kings. I had nothing to worry about, because the Kings are that type of team. Domantas Sabonis had 11 points. First off, I don't know why that's in the NBA recap. I know every player has good points and good days, but to be honest, 11 points, come on, really? 11 points is nothing. Anybody can make that. Anybody can make that with their eyes closed. Even I can. But Domantas Sabonis went out there, had 11 points, did what he had to do. And to be honest, the 76ers played a back-to-back, if I'm correct. They played against the Flippers, and now they played against the Kings. To be honest, this game was not fun as I anticipated it was. The Kings went up, and they took home court. They liked the beam. De'Aaron Fox showed up and showed out. Domantas Sabonis, what he did, I told you. Malik Monk, I mean, to be honest, I mean, I heard this guy was playing, but I don't know if he was as, as talkative in the game as he usually was, because I feel like he was quiet that night. I did tune into the game for a little bit, and then I stopped tuning into it. But, yeah. But other than that, this game here was pretty good, I'm not going to lie. Until the 76ers were going down. Until they were going down, I was like, yeah, it's done. All right, let's talk about the last recap of the NBA. Hold up, let's talk about this. I don't know if anybody knows this, but I'm just going to spit it out real quick. The Pacers play the Lakers. The Lakers beat the Pacers. The 76ers play the Flipper, or the 76ers play the Lakers. The Lakers beat the 76ers. And then we're basically having a bounce back in LA. Switch swap, whatever you want to say. The Pacers lose to the Lakers. They beat the Flippers. And then the 76ers lose to the Lakers. They beat the Flippers. I don't know if anybody knows this, but this is basically a bounce back memory for the Flippers. They have been losing. They got Russell Westbrook back. Now you might ask, did you tune into this game? I tuned into it. And to say this was an amazing game. I loved it. From the ins and outs, from the first to the fourth, everything was amazing. Everything was great. Who was the main player in this game? I don't know how to say his name, but I know it wasn't Tyrese Halliburton. I know it wasn't Siakam was in the fourth. Siakam was taking the fourth quarter from them. And to be honest, the Flippers knew they were going to lose this game. They know they were going to lose this game badly. And they thought they could do a little comeback win. Look where you're sitting at. You're sitting in the top 5 in the Western Conference. Which, to be honest, I'm happy they fell to 5. Because now the Pelicans take the 4th seed in the Western Conference. Now, we all know what's going to happen when the Pelicans and the Flippers meet in the playoffs. Zion Williamson is going to own Kawhi Leonard in the paint. Just want to point that out. Don't know if anybody knows that. If the Flippers won this game, which I'm glad they didn't, they would be sitting in the 4th seed in the Western Conference. But until this loss happened, they are sitting in 5th seed in the Western Conference. Now, it's a way different picture for the Flippers. Everybody's telling me that they're losing on purpose because they don't want to meet another good team. First off, there's a lot of good teams out there that's better than you. You're going to lose to any team out there. Maybe you might play the Pelicans. You're going to lose to the Pelicans. The Pelicans are going to sweep the Flippers. We all know what's going to happen. The Phoenix Buns? I mean, we even got to talk about the Phoenix Buns. You might beat the Phoenix Buns at this point. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. The Flippers are a choker team. They're warming up to what they're gonna do in the playoffs. Kawhi Leonard is getting ready to say his back hurts. The Honey Bun is ready to say I'm really tired. I want to eat more food. Russell Westbrook just came back, but don't worry, he's gonna get hurt sooner or later. Not gonna hope for that. I'm just telling you to be honest. PG-13. I mean, to be honest, he's about to break an ankle too, to be honest. I'm not even going to lie with you. He's about to get hurt. Just the way he looks right now in his face. But yeah, man, other than that, man, the Flippers are in the fifth seed in the Western Conference. That's good. That's beautiful. That's where they belong. Or I wish, to be honest, I wish they were more down. I wish they were not in the 5 seed. I wish they were like in the 15th seed. I'd rather give the Spurs more confidence than the Flippers, to be honest. But yeah, man, other than that, this game was great. I did tune into it in the third. And yeah, man, thank you, Tyrese Haliburton. Thank you, Siakam. And thank you all Pacers for beating the trash Flippers. But other than that, man, this game here was pretty good. But guys, I'm going to give you guys my NBA recap or predictions. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below. Please, guys, tell me what team do you think is going to bring the NBA championship home. Now, I want to say this really quick before we move on to the recap. Hold on, let me get this situated real quick. Alright, good. We got some good games today. But anyways, let's move on to this real quick before we move on. They banned the leg tackle, if I'm correct. I don't know how to say it. But now I'm concerned. I want to know how are they going to start tackling players now if they ban the leg tackles. And I know people are saying it's gonna get hurt, it's gonna hurt other players. I mean, isn't every sport like not bound to happen, but it's meant to happen for people to get hurt, if I'm correct? Now, I know nobody wishes another player to get hurt. I don't either, but I'm just saying, in that kind of way that they banned it, it is annoying. I know it's gonna make a lot of people frustrated. It makes me frustrated. I heard about this, I saw this, and I didn't know how to I don't know how to respond to this. I didn't know how to think about it. For them to ban it, now I'm kind of concerned. How are they going to ban? Not going to ban. How are they going to tackle other players now? I remember a football player, J.J. Watt, if I'm correct, said, "Are we playing flag football now? Are we playing flag football? Are we? I don't know. Somebody tell me in the comments." And speaking of banned, didn't they say they're gonna ban the tush push? And isn't this still in the NFL, if I'm correct? The tush push? And they decide to ban the leg thing, whatever it's called. Now, I don't get why the NFL is starting to ban things like that. If anything, start banning the tush push. I like the tush push, but that thing is kind of annoying sometimes too. I know the 76ers, the Philadelphia Eagles, a team that I root for. I know people don't like it in the NFL, the tush push. We don't know if they banned it. We don't know if they are going to ban it. But to be honest, I like the tush push, but I think down in the line they are going to ban that because Jalen Hurts will start using that in the fourth quarter if it's 4th and inches or 4th and 1. But you guys tell me in the comments. I'm kind of disappointed that they banned it. Did not expect them banning that. But yeah, man, it's a shame in the NFL. Well, I don't know what they're doing in the NFL. But to be honest, is this flag football? Is the NFL becoming a flag football sport? Tell me the truth. Don't be ashamed of it if it is or not. To be honest, if the NFL did become a flag football, I'll stop watching the NFL. Like, I'm being serious. I will stop watching the NFL if they somehow in some way say, "Oh, we can't do this and that, and we're all just going to make it flag football." I'm not going to watch it at that point. But other than that, man, it's a disappointment. And yeah, I just wanted to give you guys my my thought and opinions on that. But other than that, let's move on to the NBA games. Now, excuse me. Now we have two good teams. Well, we have one team struggling for their season. We have one team that is very particular. You never know what's going to happen to them. They're ins and outs every single night, every single day. Now, if the Warriors lose this game, it is not looking pretty for them. It is not looking good for them. If the Miami Heat goes out here and win this game, or lose this game, it's going to be what? A surprise for them. It's going to be good for them. Now, we all know that what Hemi Buckets can do. We all know that what Steph Chef can do. And what Steve Kerr did to that last game for Stephen Curry, sit him in the third in the 4:0 minute mark in the third. He must be ashamed for that. Now, the Warriors are going to try really hard to win this game. Like what they did a few days ago, and a few weeks ago, and a few hours ago. The Warriors are going to hold the lead, hopefully, and they're going to drop it in the fourth. I'm not going to sit here and say that's what they're good for, but that's what they normally do. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me in the comments. I'm not ashamed of me being wrong. I don't care. Tell me if I'm wrong. And they're going to drop it in the fourth, and the Celtics, or not Celtics, the Miami Heat will come out here and just take the game over in the fourth. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully that does not happen. I'm saying that now. But you never know. The NBA is a bag of candy. Sometimes you'll get disgusting candy. Sometimes you get sour candy. Sometimes you'll get really good candies. It's a bag of candy. It's a mix of candy. You never know what you will get in the NBA. I think of the NBA like a candy. Literally, that's what I think of. And I know a lot of people are surprised at me saying that, and they think it's kind of funny of me saying that, but I really do think that. Because you never know what kind of players you get. You never know what kind of games you get. Just like yesterday, we got the Celtics losing this game by 2 points, and they were up 38 points. This is what I'm trying to say. The NBA is a bag of candies. You never know what you'll get. Just throw them in a bag, mix them up, and you just look at what you get. Simple as that. Not a lot of people are looking at it, but that's how I think of it. But the NBA is just fun. You never know what you'll get, to be honest. That's how the people need to look at it. Just a bag of candy. Just look at it like that. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. But other than that, man, here we go. We got Steph Chef versus Hemi Buckets. Bam Adebayo. Now, do I have faith in these teams? One team. Does one team think they're going to choke the game? Another team will. Will this be a great game? I certainly do think it's going to be a great game. Hopefully. But I'm going to have to think about this very hard. I'm going to think about this really closely. And I thought about it before I did the video. And I'm going to be taking, regardless if they go out here and be sloppy or they go out here and do amazing, I'm going to be taking Hemi Buckets and Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat to beat Steph Chef and Klay Thompson and Draymond Green. And the funny part is, a lot of people thought I was going for the Warriors. Every time I go for the Warriors, sometimes I win, sometimes they lose. But here's the thing about the Warriors. Draymond Green said he's not worried for the Rockets. He is not worried. He's safely, happy, in 10th seed. Are you sure about that, Draymond? Are you really sure about that? Because if you lose this game, it is not looking pretty for you guys. You might not even play the Lakers. You might not even play the Phoenix Suns. You might not even play the Dallas Mavericks. You might not even make it to the play-in if you lose this game. So, I have one thing to tell you again, Draymond Green. Are you worried, and should you be worried of this game? The Warriors are going to give all they have tonight, later today. Everybody will be tuning into this game. I will certainly be tuning into this game. I'll be having my eye glued to the TV for this game. Are you guys going to be watching this game? I know everybody will. I know I will. What about the other people? That's a huge fan of the NBA. This will be a great game. This will be a great game. Again, who you guys got? Tell me in the comments. And one more thing before we move on. Draymond Green, are you worried of this game? One more time. But other than that, this game will be great. It will be fun. Let's move on. Amy Buckets, Bam Adebayo. Go get this one for me. All right. We all got some breaking news last night. I don't know if anybody knows, but I'm going to mention it right now. First off, before we get into the breaking news, Anthony Davis, Los Angeles Lakers versus Giannis in the Bucks. Now let's move on to the breaking news. The crybaby is not playing this game. Are we all surprised? Not surprised. We all saw it coming. Well, that's your guys' second breaking news. I meant to say one breaking news, but that is the second breaking news. The Lakers beat the Bucks one time with Spencer Dinwiddie blocking Dame Adala in that three. Now, we were all happy. We all thought that was going to be over for the Lakers, right? And they did. They got it done. Job done. They got to move on to the next game. Well, a few weeks later, these two will match up in Milwaukee. The last time these two did play and they did face off was in Los Angeles. Lakers home court. Now it's played in Milwaukee, the Bucks court. I'll be watching this game too. I'll be watching both of these games. It is going to be hard. I'll be managing it, but I'll be watching both of these games. Now, do I have faith in these Bucks? Yes. Do I have faith in these Los Angeles Lakers? After tonight, they're going to be called the Los Angeles Flakers. I'll be tuning into this game. Both of these games. These will be great games later today. They play here in a few hours. But I'll be taking Giannis and Damian Lillard to win this game. I do think they will get a huge bounce back in this game. Because, not only that, the crybaby's not playing in this game. Don't know if he played in the last game against the Bucks. But, yeah. This will be another great game for him to miss. Lakers fans, Los Angeles Flaker fans, don't be surprised if the Lakers do lose later today in the afternoon. But I do got faith in Dame Adala and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Anthony Davis, if Anthony Davis does want to pull a win in this game, he's got to come out in his best game ever, like he's never came out before, and he's got to dominate against Giannis. He's got to dominate against Brook Lopez. But to be honest, I do think the Bucks will come out here and beat the Los Angeles Lakers at home. They want this win. They need this win. Not desperately, but they need this win, and it'll be a great win for the Bucks to win this game. But yeah, other than that, this game will be great. Both of these two games will be great. All these games will be great. Now, this game here will determine what's going to happen. SGA Thunder versus Zion Williamson and the Pelicans. Now, I want to say this loud and clear. Whatever happens in this game, it is going to be bad for one team. Not the other team, one team. And that team will be the Pelicans. I'll be tuned into this game also. I'll be watching all of these games. But the Thunder is an amazing, talented team. All these teams are coming off of a day rest, except for the Dallas Mavericks and the Kings. They did play a back-to-back. I'm going to be taking, this might be another hard pick for me. I'm going to be taking Zion Williamson, CJ McCollum, and the Pelicans to win this game. Because the last time the Thunder played, they did not play so good. They got blown out almost by the Bucks. So we'll see what's going to happen. I do want the Thunder to win this game, but if they don't, they're still fine. They're still good of what they're doing. But other than that, I'll be taking Zion Williamson and the Pelicans. But yeah, I'll be watching this game. This game here, I'll be watching also. Both of these teams are fighting right now for that number. Is it 6th seed, 5th seed, whatever it is. Whatever team wins this game, they will take that number. Both of these teams are tied. You guys see it right there, 42 and 29, and you guys see 42-29. Now, do I have faith in Kyrie and Luka, or do I have faith in De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis? Now, this might be another hard prediction for me to make. I'll be watching this game closely. It is going to be after the Lakers game. I'll be going for, because both of these teams are coming off back-to-back. I just want to point everybody out. They're both coming off back-to-back. This is going to be a great game. This is going to be a fun game. We got a bunch of good games today. Tomorrow, hopefully, we get better games. But, yeah. I'll be taking Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic in the Dallas Mavericks to beat the Sacramento Kings, to take that number over them by a game and a half. But guys, you guys tell me in the comments of what teams you think will win today, and tell me what you guys think about the NFL banning the tackle. And yeah, you guys tell me in the comments, and you guys tell me what teams you think will win today. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna head out. Thanks for watching. Peace.